All right, boys and girls, just a quick side note that I've been meaning to get to. Gain is not a volume control. Gain is not a volume control. Yeah, well, it can be at times. If you have an ear for it, you can definitely use the gain as a volume control. And what do I mean by that? And a lot of, if you look on my whatever, Slick Willie YouTube, something, I've got playlists that are public. One of them is classic. And it's classic, from whatever, the 70s up to maybe even 60s up to the early 2000s. A lot of that older music doesn't have a lot of bass in it. Now you say, well, you got this bass restoration, blah, 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 if that even works. I haven't really delved. I got that more as a line driver than anything else. And yeah, okay, but in your more modern music, it's going to overpower it, whether you had that or not. So I use the gain to bring in the bass in a lot of the classic music. It's there, or it's just not as pronounced, but you flip to another song and it's too much. So with a good ear, they can hear the clarity, they can hear, and now if you got a sub and a trunk, that's going to be almost impossible to do, because you'll most likely run it into clipping and overdrive it and cook something. But if you've got it like this, in a hatch or whatever, where you can distinctly hear the bass for clarity, you can bring that gain up. And I'm talking about the amplifier gain, the remote to the amplifier, and bring out that bass. You can hear when it gets a little, that's not clear, that's not precise. Back off of it a little bit. Now, maybe not everybody can do that. I don't know, but for me, that's what I do. So when I'm doing these tests, these evaluations, these shootouts, all the settings on the amplifier stay the same. All the settings on that, all the settings on the radio. I know what my max volume is at clarity, and I don't exceed that. I go right up to that line when I do the SPL numbers. And if you notice on the subs, I'm doing clean SPL and max SPL. Max SPL is not going to beat a clipping, but it's definitely, probably, most likely overpowered for what the sub can handle. But it's a burp to see what the max number it will put out. It's nowhere near clarity. When you see that max SPL clarity, that's on Modern Music, a playlist I have. It's called Test, and I think that's public as well. And there's a certain songs that I will dial that gain to that song, and if it plays clean on that song, it'll play clean on everything else. And that's where I get the max SPL accurate. But like I said, with the classic music, you can definitely use that gain to bring the power up on the subwoofer where it's lacking in the music track itself, if you're very careful with it. That's it. Have a good day.